Ladies and gentlemen of Knucklehead Nation, welcome to the virtual press conference for FightersRep 16, featuring none other than David Rivera and Michael Sugarbomb Claycomb. This is our co-main event for December 3rd, FightersRep 16, and I'm very excited to talk to these two very supremely talented young men. Guys, I'm going to ask you first, Michael, then we'll go over to you, David. How are you guys doing today?
I'm doing good. Just finished some classes. I was teaching some kids, so I'm chilling. I'm getting excited for this. I've been waiting for this.
There you go. And David, how are you doing, brother?
Chill, relax. Got done training what was today? Like my 7th class. Got a nice little haircut, Chilling.
David, you were saying you wanted one of these fezzes, man. I think you'd look good with it. It would hide that hair. It would hide that beautiful hair you got, man.
It's all good. Hey, this is why we don't like headgear. It covers this too.
There you go. There you go.
That's facts.
There you go. So very excited about this co-main event. I mean, I think this is a co-main event that's worthy of main event status. I think a lot of people are going to be talking about this fight coming December 3rd. I'm very excited about this fight. Both of you have earned this fight. This is a title fight. Kind of tell me, what it means to you guys to have earned this title fight. Let's start off with David for this one. What does it mean to have earned this FightersRep titles fight coming on December 3rd at FightersRep 16 to you, David?
I'm glad it's coming to a title fight. Obviously, last time I won, I was like, yo, dog, I want 155, 160, 155. I want all the titles. So I'm glad I got a shot at the 65 one right now. We'll go for some other ones later.
And you mentioned you'd even be interested in 170.
170, 175, 180, 185.
Wow. Okay.
If you got a title, I want it.
I love it. And Michael, your first title fight as well. I mean, kind of give me your thoughts, on what this means to you, especially considering your teammate, Raymond Martinez, won the 185-pound title at the last FightersRep.
Yeah. Oh, man, for me, it means everything. This is what I've been working for. This is what I bust my butt in the dojo for. So this is everything. This is all that I've been waiting for. So I've been waiting this for a year now. So I'm excited. I'm ready.
Now, both of you are coming off fantastic performances at FightersRep 15, which earned you guys this shot. But it wasn't just your last performance that earned you the title shot against each other come FightersRep 16. It's been your whole careers, right, leading up to this position. David, you've been fighting with us since the very first FightersRep back when we were doing MMA. You've spent almost the entirety of your career fighting for us. Kind of tell me how that journey has been so far and what that means to you coming this far and earning yourself this title shot.
So it's been both fun and frustrating. Apparently you guys are the only ones that can find me fight. Everyone else, I don't know, either doesn't know how to match me or everyone's just, I don't know, pussies, weenies, whatever you want to call them, So it's pretty cool. I'm flattered that you guys gave me the opportunity to fight for another title. Yeah.
And David, I mentioned you have spent, the majority of your career with us. I mean, you kind of said we're the only ones that can match you, but that's actually factual, right? I mean, I think you've only had one fight in your entire career now, amateur, that's been outside of FightersRep. The rest have been with us. Am I right?
That's correct. And I'm pretty sure you had something to do with that too.
Well, listen, I love this fight not only because I think both of you guys are supremely talented, because both of you guys, the other reasons I feel like we've had a huge hand in building both of you guys, right? David, you've had every single fight in your amateur career with us other than maybe one. Michael, you've had every single fight with FightersRep.
Right.
What does this mean to you, man, to kind of, climb the ladder at FightersRep and get to the summit, and now you're seeing David Rivera on the other side? What does it mean to you?
Oh, it means everything. When I first stepped into the Lions then, back in last August, I knew exactly, I want to go for a belt. I'm not doing this just to, have some fights and see how it feels. Like I knew from the minute I started this, like I want to go for a title. I want to go for many titles, hopefully too. Like I'm doing this for a real reason here. I'm not just trying to mess around and have fun.
Yeah. Well, here's another thing I wanted to ask you guys. You both faced a common opponent in Albert Tadeo. David, you beat Albert Tadeo in your first fight at Fighters Rep, and Michael Claycomb's coming off a great win over Albert in his most recent fight at Fighters Rep. I know you guys chatted it up a bit too. David, I'm going to start with you. Did you expect to be facing Michael so soon after Fighters Rep 15?
To be honest, as I was sitting next to him, we were chatting it up. He's super cool. I like him. I was like, yo, in my head, I think we might fight each other. Especially when you look over and you're like, superstars. I was like, I know what George is talking about.
So you expected it to happen. How about you, Michael?
No, I did not. I did not expect this to happen. I don't know. For me, like we were chatting it up. I was thinking the same thing. Like, oh, he's a really cool guy. I was like, cool. I just made like a new homie or like a new like friend. I wasn't expecting to fight him. When I heard the news, I was like, all right. Like, I guess we're doing it.
Same. I was like, whoa.
I was like, all right, you're doing it.
And this is why I tell everyone at Fighters Rep, don't be too close. Be friends, but not too close, because you never know, if you might be fighting each other next. And there's a lot of talent, and you're in and around your divisions, right? At Fighters Rep, there's a lot of tough guys. But I really love this fight. This fight is an interesting stylistic matchup, a very interesting stylistic matchup. David, I would say you're more of a Muay Thai kind of base, maybe you could say. Michael, you're obviously a karate base. David, I'm going to start with you. How do you think your style matches up against Sugar Bomb's style?
I mean, the match is great. I don't know shit about karate, but I know a lot about crazy, and that's crazy with a K, like a Kardashian. So, yeah.
And Michael, you've seen David compete. I mean, he's very good at what he does, and you're very good at what you do. You're both very efficient. How do you feel about this stylistic matchup versus David, who seems to be more of like a seasoned Muay Thai, traditional kickboxing striker?
Yeah, I definitely think it's a great stylistic matchup because I think he's very creative and elusive, and I think I'm the same. So it's going to be a very, I guess you can say, creative and elusive type of fight. I think there's going to be a lot of interesting things happening from both sides, right? With his creativeness and with my creativeness. I think it's going to be a really kind of like, I guess you can say creative fight. It's not going to be like your usual just bang, bang, whatever. I mean, there's going to be it's going to be a very, creative fight. That's the only way I can really describe it. It's going to be different than what you would normally see, So,
David, what can we expect from you come December 3rd at Fighters Rep 16? Why should people buy tickets and come out and watch David Rivera versus Michael Sugar Bomb Claycomb?
I only put on shows. If you go check my record, all my wins have came by finish, so that's what they should expect, a finish. Maybe first round. I don't know, we'll see. Maybe fifth.
Wow. Very bold predictions there from David Rivera. Michael, how do you feel about that? And I'm going to ask you the same question. What can we expect from Michael Sugar Bomb Claycomb come December 3rd at Fighters Rep 16?
I mean, basically what you guys saw in the last fight, that's what you're going to be expecting, right? It's going to be over. I also agree. It might be finished in the first, might be finished in the fifth. I don't think this fight is going to go to the judges for either of us. One of us is going to finish each other, whether I finish him or he finishes me. I don't think this is going to go to the judges. That's for sure.
I'm loving this new attitude from Sugar Bomb. I know David Rivera had this attitude, but I'm loving this new attitude from Sugar Bomb. Guys, if you have any questions for David Rivera or Michael Claycomb, feel free to drop them in the chat. If you're watching this afterwards, feel free to drop them in the comments section. And of course, subscribe to the channel, join the channel. It's the only way to watch the fights live, and get your tickets at FightersRep.com to watch these two absolute monsters. These are two assassins going into the Lions Den on December 3rd to take on each other. We got BBV Lucy. I want to say that's your sister, David Rivera, saying this is going to be good. So appreciate you guys being on here and supporting these two young athletes. David, you're coming into this fight. You're still representing XFit, but I know now you're also representing Classic Fight Team. I mean,
and Raw Talent Boxing.
And Raw Talent Boxing. I mean, listen, it's no secret. These are some upper echelon, fantastic teams you're working with. You know, what does it mean to you to represent for these teams at Fighters Rep?
To be honest, I'm honored that I can put their tags on my shorts and I can say I'm part of the team. I love the coaching style of Tyler Wambos and Chewy, my boxing coach. Yeah, it means a lot to me. I definitely want to bring a belt home to them. I feel like they deserve it as coaches.
Tell me a little bit about Tyler Wambles and his coaching style. What is it you like about it?
Yo, man, the way he describes every technique and the way he breaks it down is just, You know, when someone enjoys teaching as much as he does, it's a beautiful class.
Yeah. And you know, how would you say you've improved since adding, Classic Fight Team and Raw Talent Boxing to your repertoire?
I mean, you guys already saw what I did to Hunter Hackett. No disrespect to him, but it looked like he didn't belong in there with me, you know? He's a super tough kid. He comes from a really good school. Yeah, you guys saw what I did, and not only did I improve my game from that point, from my last fight, I can already beat up that David.
I love it. And Michael, you know, obviously you're representing Claycomb Karate Academy. I mean, this is your namesake on this dojo. This is your father's dojo, but you've also got the Ire division, right? Coach Rage's team, he's also represented. You know, you guys have got this synergy between the Ire division with Coach Rage and your father. I mean, what does it mean to represent for Claycomb Karate and the Ire division at Fighters Rep?
I mean, obviously, Claycomb Karate, you know, that's my name, right? Not only am I representing my name and my family name, but I'm also representing all my students and all the people that are here that support the dojo. And with our division, that is a huge honor as well, because I'm representing Rage, representing the whole our division with Raymond, as well as hopefully Dylan. Just the whole aspect of our division, I get to represent it. So for me, it's a really, really big honor. A lot of things going into this. It means a lot for me to represent both, you know.
And Carolyn Avalar's in here. She says, Os Sensei Sugar Bomb. And we got Jose M also in the chat saying, let's go, David. I love it. Listen, you guys got a lot of support at Fighters Rep from the fans. You guys get a lot of support from the community. David, you know, what does it mean to have built this fan base for you, man, at Fighters Rep in your career? You know, what do you want to say to all these people that support you and are going to be having your back on December 3rd at Fighters Rep 16?
Honestly, all I can say is I appreciate them, and thank you so much. It means a lot to me. To be honest, but I can do this without any support. I can do this just by myself. I'm just self-motivated like that. But actually, feeling the love from people it's amazing. It's amazing.
And Michael, same with you. You know, you have your bomb squad, is what you call them. You know, kind of.
Yes,
what do you want to say? You know, what do you want to communicate to your bomb squad out there, giving you support, your fan base, your family, your friends, everybody that comes out and support you at Fighters Rep?
I same thing. You know, I love you guys. You guys are everything to me. Every time I fight, it feels like home court because of them. Just them screaming my name. So everything is for them. Everything is for the Bomb Squad. I'm here to represent them too.
I love it. Now, David, I know you both gave us a prediction, right? You're saying it's going to end. This fight's not going to end, or this fight's not going to go to the judges. It's going to end between the first and a 5th round. This is your first 5th round fight, Mike, or your first 5-round fight, Michael. And David, I know you haven't been involved in too many 5-round fights yourselves. Are we going to see, I'm going to start with you, David, are we going to see a different David Rivera because of the 5 rounds? What can we expect from you with this change in rounds since it's a championship fight?
Same pace, same pressure, whole time. All I do is go forward or move laterally, add pressure. Yeah, I spar 5 rounds every single fucking time. 5 rounds, what the heck? 5 minutes. I just go, I do some sparring and easy work, to be honest. I don't really care about the time.
And Michael, how about you? Any changes that you're implementing, knowing this is a 5-round fight versus the typical 3 rounds that you've been competing in?
No, because for the last Fighters Rep for Raymond's title fight, I was his main sparring partner. So
I see.
I was preparing him for his 5 rounds. So therefore I was doing 5 rounds already going into my last fight. So for me, it's just another, like, it's the same preparation. Obviously you're always getting better, of course, but like in terms of conditioning wise, like it's nothing I'm not used to. So yeah.
Right. And you've both sparred with a lot of champions, kind of tell me, who it is, if you guys don't mind revealing to me, and we'll start with you, David, who it is that you're working with, if anyone, for this fight. Is there anything that you're doing that's, maybe special or a little bit above and beyond what you normally do for this title fight?
Nothing special at all, nothing out of the ordinary. Same people I always spar with, CJ Watson, Chris Paez, Diego Paez, Tyler Smith, Jeffrey Craig, all the boys.
And Sugar Bomb, same for you. I mean, I know you spar with Raymond a lot, the Fighters Rep light cruiserweight champion, and he's going to be defending his title the same night as you, but are you doing anything extra? Are you doing anything different? And I'm going to ask you a second part of that question too, is a second part to that question, which is, is it going to be added pressure knowing that not only are you fighting for a title, but your teammates defending his title?
I mean, there is added pressure, right? Because not only does my teammate have a title now, so if anything, that's just more motivation for us to go at it harder than we normally do. Yeah, I gotta prep him just as much as he's gotta prep me, right? So that's it's extra motivation for us. That's just that's basically what it is.
Well, David, Michael, man, I'm loving this fight. I made this fight. As soon as I made this fight, I had to wipe my mouth a few times because this is a mouth-watering fight for fight fans. This is a fantastic fight for fight fans. I know you guys gave me, generalities, but I'm going to ask you specifically. Can you tell me, David, I'm going to start with you. How does this fight end? How do you end this fight? What do you have? What do you have in store for us that you think is going to end this fight against Michael Claycomb?
So it's either going to be a double scorpion kick or a whooshy finger hold. Bam. Got it. You know what I'm saying?
I love it. I'll be looking for the scorpion kick. And Michael, how about you, brother?
No. Double scorpion kick.
Double scorpion kick. Double scorpion kick. As long as you don't throw a harpoon and tell them to get over here, I think we're going to be just fine. How about you, Michael? Any specifics you want to go into, or you just want to keep it general as this fight's going to end, before the judges can make a decision?
Well, I mean, that is true. It is going to end before the judges continue. If I had to pick a perfect way to end it, have you ever seen the first Karate Kid with Mr. Miyagi, leaving the beach, and he takes his hand and chops off the beer bottles from his truck? That would be like the perfect just.
Wow. Oh my goodness. Well, anyway, we hope nobody's head gets chopped off, but we know that this is going to be a fascinating fight, a fantastic fight between two supremely talented young fighters. Guys, if you haven't already, get your tickets at FightersRep.com. You're not going to want to miss this middleweight title fight between David Rivera and Michael Claycomb. Before I let you guys go, man, David, is there anything you want to say? Is there anyone you want to shout out before I let you go?
For sure. Thank you to every single one of you who phone's right over there. supports me. Go do me a favor. Go follow me on Instagram at I guess David. Hit the link in my bio. Buy some tickets. Don't forget to add David Rivera or who you think to see. And a big shout out to Stephanie Escobar. She's one of my sponsors for this fight. More sponsorships to come. Who knows? But she's already supporting. So big shout out to her.
I love it. I love it. And Michael, your turn, man. Anything you want to say? Anyone you want to shout out ahead of this very important title fight?
I want to shout out, obviously, Coach Rage, and, of course, my father. Those are the two big people that I want to shout out. The Bomb Squad, half of them are sitting in the lobby right now watching this. So all my family in Bahrain, Philistine, Arizona, people in NorCal, everyone all over. So thank you guys. All my little kids that I teach. Hopefully Sensei is going to bring this home. So thank you guys. Thank you to everyone. Of course, David, thank you as well. George, thank you. So Raymond, Dylan, thank you. Everyone that I can think of.
For sure, man. For sure. Well, we look forward to it again, guys. This fight goes down December 3rd at the Commerce Casino. Get your tickets at FightersRep.com. I appreciate both of you guys joining me. And listen, I appreciate everyone in Knucklehead Nation joining me for this virtual press conference. Be sure to follow these guys on Instagram. David actually, he put his Instagram handle on the bottom, which I love. It's I Guess David. You can follow Michael at michaelclaycomb.mma, is it?
Gonna be changing soon.
It needs to be changed to michaelclaycomb.kickboxing, but it is michaelclaycomb.mma. And, of course, you can follow us at Fighters Rep. We look forward to seeing you guys on December 3rd. Thank you, guys. Really appreciate your time in doing this, man. I look forward to this fight.
All right. Thank you.
Have a good one, guys.
All right.